One cares less in London. We're just Londoners. Do you think that's true?
This is London.
You've got a story for us as well that will put us in a bit of a good mood. Go on, tell us about this story.
A lot of the times, a lot of these interactions you have in London is chance.
This is BBC Radio London.
Hello, good evening. It's a Friday night, BBC Radio London, and it's Jason Rossum here with you. I'm here every weekday evening from 7 till 10. Bit of a different show tonight. We're holding a Pride party.
Yes!
Yay! And we've been performed to. We had the wonderful Barber Fellas in earlier. They sang absolutely beautifully. We're going to definitely put that out on, what are we going to put that out on? Facebook and Twitter and all of that stuff.
I was taking the video, so...
We'll do it all. We'll put it all out there. We're also asking you, what does Pride mean to you? When was your very first Pride? Mine was 1996. I thought it was Finsbury Park. It was Clapham Common. So that means that was how good it was for me.
Yeah. If you remember your first Pride, you weren't there. That's the rules, isn't
exactly.
it?
How far do you think we've come? How far do we still have to go? We've been delighted to welcome people from our diverse LGBTQ plus community across London here. And we've also got Carpet Martin.
Hello.
This evening, who's normally here on a Friday night as well. Wayne Carter, the cabaret burlesque comedian, has left the building, and don't we know it. He'll be back again soon to review the day here.
He went out with a flourish, I've got to say.
With his cloak.
With his cape.
Yes, and no, we've just had a great night. So if you want to be involved, tell us what Pride means to you, how far you think we've come, and how far we've still got to go. And also tell us about your very first Pride. Do you remember? We've had 1977 was the oldest one we can remember back to, 1977. Can you remember even earlier than that? Give us a call, 0800 731 2000 is the telephone number. You can text 81333. Just make sure you start the message with the word London. And you can email Rossum, ROSAM, at bbc.co.uk. You can tweet as well, at BBC Radio London, at Jason Rossum is my Twitter handle. I am delighted, though, to welcome to the studio Shauna and Anna. And Shauna is quite happy. Anna's not so happy because Anna's half Brazilian.
Yep.
Hello, Anna.
Hello.
Half Brazilian. We mentioned this because the World Cups, we understand now that Brazil are out of the World Cup. Belgium won 2-1.
Yep.
Just as a half Brazilian.
Yes.
What do you feel, Anna? I'm sorry about that.
I feel very heartbroken. But we're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about happy things.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about that. Like Pride, exactly.
Woo!
And Shauna,
Yes.
you tell us about you because you work for Winterson's.
Yes.
Tell us all about, and the reason why Shauna is here is I was looking around Twitter, finding about people talking about Pride and various things, and I spotted the tweet that you mentioned about more gay women in the arts. So tell us what Winterson's is and what you do for a living and all about, and the reason why you wrote that tweet.
Yeah, of course. So I am the assistant to Nikki Winterson, who's the lead agent at Winterson's. And we were having a chat, me and the rest of the team, colleagues, and they asked me if I had any gay female icons in the arts. And I was absolutely stumped. And I sat there for a second and I was like, I'll come back to you. And I was like, I literally had to go away. And I was like, if this was the other way around and you went to me, have you got any gay male icons or otherwise, I could probably ring off 3 or 4. And I was like, I actually haven't got a clue.
When they asked you the arts, what do they mean by arts?
Anyone,
Everything.
like, so we do TV, film, theatre, musical theatre, commercials, everything. Anyone that is essentially an icon, a name, someone you can look up to, someone you can go, do you know what, I quite like that person. So it took me a while. I sat down and I went, right, okay, so you've got Sue Perkins.
Yes.
Anna Richardson.
Yes.
Packaged
Who
them.
I'm following her diet at the moment.
There you go.
Lost 7 pounds. Yeah.
And then I think I found it. And then you've got...
Stop it.
Then you've got one of my bigger influences. I had to sit down and think though, because I follow her on Instagram. Is One Extra's Adot.
Oh yes.
I absolutely love her, and the fact that she's also a black female, a black gay female. In
My
the
goodness,
industry,
I know.
She's every bit of the diversity that I was looking for. But at the same time, I was like, I can pick 5 or 6.
But also, how many people know her?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I followed her way back when, because I used to do music. So I followed her back then, and also Roxanne is another female rapper who is of the same thing, but you wouldn't actually know her if you don't know.
Yes.
You know, it's not a name you can pull out like Ruby Rose or Ellen DeGeneres. They're in the arts, but they're not in the UK arts. They're American, Australian,
it's the UK
they're worldwide.
thing that you're looking for.
Yeah, the UK thing that we can pull them. They go, they're ours. They're from home.
So what is the reason? Why do you think that is the case?
I don't have a clue, because we're bloody awesome. Do you know what I mean? I actually haven't got a clue. And that's part of the reason why I decided to come in, because I was like, let me be one of the voices that are missing. 'Cause
Absolutely.
I'm that person.
And I'm pleased you
That's
have.
in the arts. And like I said, Wintersons, we're a big, massive, diverse group, and we absolutely love diversity. We love people from every kind of background. We just love talent.
Yeah, and when
So
that,
there you go.
it's celebratory, isn't it? And that's what makes London, our diverse cultures.
Yeah, exactly.
And it makes it so special living in this city. And that's great that companies like yours are looking into that sort of stuff.
They've looked at this, not been looking into. They've
done it constantly.
We're already there.
Yeah.
But it's just developing and growing now.
Yeah. Very interesting though that you couldn't think of anyone immediately, isn't it?
No, it really.
And let's hope that changes.
That's the point. You know, I kind of decided from today. I was just like, I had a brainwave. I was like, I'm gonna just start the change myself. Let's do it.
And Anna's your partner.
Yes.
Anna, I mean, who would you say are your icons when it comes to?
I had to ask her.
Gay women,
she
gay
had to
women in the arts.
She WhatsApped me, and I was at work, and I was sat there, and I was like, oh my god, who can I was like Ellen, and I was like, no, she's not from the UK.
Yeah.
And then I was sat there, and you kind of think about it, and you don't really have any and that's sad because we should have more. We're all gay, we're all awesome. Like, everyone's got a little bit of gay in them, I think. Because I mean, Pride in London is massive. It's one of the biggest things ever. So
1 million people on the street.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I just think it was so sad to think about how we don't have any role models as much as they do in the US or in Australia that are as big, and we need to change that.
One thing that I saw earlier today, because in the borough where I live in Wandsworth, they put the rainbow flag up for the very first time on Wandsworth Town Hall.
Oh, wow.
And Justine Greening, the former Education Secretary, was in the cabinet, now just a backbench MP for Putney, who was I didn't realise she was the very first gay woman ever in the cabinet.
Crazy, isn't
Justine
it?
Greening, which
wow.
is fantastic, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, we are now seeing it a lot more, aren't we? There's a lot more exposure, don't you think?
Yeah, of course.
Than there ever has been.
I think there's also a responsibility for the people in those positions to make themselves heard. I mean, you don't really necessarily have to be like, I'm a gay actress, I'm a gay this, but be an activist for exactly who you are, for the people that are following.
Yeah.
That's it, essentially.
Well, tell us what Pride means. Firstly, tell us about the very first Pride that you went along to. Anna, tell us first, your very first Pride.
My very first Pride was in 2012 when I got with Shauna. I'd never been to Pride before that.
Really?
Yeah, and it was really strange because it was just like, I'm from London, I've lived in London my whole life, but going in central London and seeing that many people all talking to one another and having fun, it was just brilliant. It was like a massive party, and it was just, I remember meeting people in the street and just having fun and laughing and talking to people that you wouldn't normally talk to.
And you felt like you could be yourself.
Yeah, and you
for
just
the
felt
first time.
included. You just felt like really included. You felt like you didn't have to hide or be ashamed or anything. Everyone was just like celebrating, and that's what we should do.
And of course, 2012 was such a big year.
Yeah.
There was so much else going on with the Olympics, Diamond Jubilee, and Pride as well. Absolutely superb.
It was massive.
Shauna, did you go before then to other Prides?
I did. I mean, I didn't come out long before I got with Anna, but I went in 2010, was I? Yeah, thereabouts. Just a few years before, and I don't remember much of it, which goes to show that it was probably a really
Exactly the
good
same
one.
as mine. I didn't even know where it was. Can't even remember where I was.
Definitely in London. I know that much. I got
so-
home. I used my Oyster card to get home. So, but other than that, I just had a lot of alcohol, a lot of sun. Don't remember the next day either.
What does it mean to you that we have a Pride, and do we still need it?
Do you know what? I do think we do, because in the morning we get the bus together and I give her a kiss goodbye, but I'm still so nervous.
That's interesting because of this LGBT survey this week. I wouldn't do that to my partner, my other half.
There you
I've
go.
said that, and I did that survey. Did you do it?
No, I haven't. No,
I
haven't
did the
seen it.
survey when it was taken out in October. 108,000 people took part, and one of the questions was, would you be able to hold your partner's hand? And I think it was 70% of LGBT people said that they wouldn't hold their partner's hand.
Crazy.
See,
It's
but
such a-
I'm the
And
one
I
that
wouldn't
moves
do
away.
that. I wouldn't do that. Would you?
I'm actually the one that kind of goes, oh no, like, don't. And
Right.
then she's like, why? And I'm like, because I'm actually a lot more outspoken than you as well. And I think for me to actually be like, oh no, don't do that.
Is it a protection thing? Because I think it is for us.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
naturally just don't do it to protect ourselves
Well,
from
my
attack.
fear is that I'm leaving her on the bus. I'm getting off. She's carrying on the bus. They've
Yeah.
seen me kiss her. I'm gone. They're all
And then
going to
she's
stare at
left,
her
yeah.
and have something to say, and I'm not there to go, oi,
Yes.
sit down. Do you know?
And you do
it's-
kiss her every time.
we're not on the bus every time in the morning now because she
No.
leaves a bit earlier. But yeah, when we are on the bus together, I do try to. But if it's one of those days and you just, it's just
And
going
so
to
you're
cause
nervous
aggro, you
about
avoid
it. That's wrong, isn't it?
It's terrifying.
Why should we feel that?
No,
and
we
I know
shouldn't.
what it feels. I'm exactly the same.
Yeah.
We just it wouldn't even cross our minds to do it.
You
Even if
literally
we
feel like
wanted
a goldfish, like everyone's
Yeah.
staring at you.
You feel like
afterwards.
everything's gone silent and all the heads just slowly turn to you and they've
I
pinpointed
think it's
you.
also our own paranoia though, because of
Yeah.
how the world is, I suppose.
Do you know what? Can I come in and say? 'Cause I don't know if you're aware. I'm the token straight person.
to. Yeah, we let him in. We let him
I'm
in.
the token straight guy.
I love your pink shirt.
He's wearing pink.
It's really it's upsetting to hear that, and I know that I was going to say I'm maybe in a minority as people who don't care what sexuality you are or where you've come from or what you feel or who you want to be with. I hope I'm not in London. I think with
I don't
a
think you
majority.
are. I don't think you're. I think you are a majority, and it's
Yes,
also
I
a
do.
generation thing.
And you're gonna get idiots
Yeah,
everywhere.
they're not
And I-
speaking for all straight people. At
No,
all.
but if somebody, let's say that you stayed on the bus and somebody had a go at you, let's say, I, as just a citizen, would have a go at them. I wouldn't let that lie.
and we love you for it.
Yes, thank
do.
you.
I
Very
really
kind.
wouldn't. And I think the majority of
Massive
people, of normal people who are living their lives in London would do exactly the same.
Can you be my bodyguard?
Everybody.
Just follow me everywhere.
You and I go to the gym together, and you know you can lift more than me. So no.
We go to the gym together, we swim, and I'm just looking up constantly at the lifeguards in those little red
Pretty
shorts.
much.
I mean,
There
they're
you
just
go.
wonderful.
I protect them.
Anna, what does Pride? We know about your first Pride, but what does it mean to you?
It's just a celebration of people and people getting together and celebrating everybody, and it's not just about it's about celebrating gay pride, but also celebrating the unity that it brings with allies and everybody under the umbrella. And I think it's just about going, it's okay to be you.
Yeah.
And that's great.
Yeah. And will you be out there tomorrow?
I will.
Where are you going to be? What are you going to be in the parade?
I'm going to be somewhere with a beer in hand
Yeah.
and a load of sun cream because I'm very white.
I know, snap.
Yeah,
I've got to watch
my
that
mum's
as well.
ginger. I'm going to burn.
Uh-oh.
She doesn't. I do.
And you're obviously going to be with Shauna.
Yeah,
No,
I'm going to
she's-
try to be. I have
you working?
I have
Oh,
a massive
no.
work conference in the Excel Centre, and then I've got my summer ball
In a
Oh,
big
for goodness
hot ball
sake.
gown.
and a massive lace long ball gown.
It's
Why
lovely
did it have to fall
weather.
the same weekend as Pride? You should
do
have
you know
got in
what
there
I
and
said
told
that?
them.
I said, but then the England match is playing, so I'm going to try
Well,
and
this
sneak
is the
out
thing.
during
Now,
the
are you
England
going to go and
match.
watch the England match somewhere?
I'm Irish.
Are you?
I don't care.
My
I just
boyfriend's
don't care.
My
And I
boyfriend's
like
Irish. Where are
rugby.
you from?
My family from Kildare.
Kildare. He's from Waterford.
Yeah, lovely. It's
Ah.
lovely down
So
there.
you're not supporting England?
I'm just watching the football for the football.
Oh, that's what Craig McCauley says.
Absolute cop-out.
He's Scottish.
I'm rugby.
I'm supporting the football. I was like, oh, for goodness sake. If they got to the
Come
final,
on,
though,
football.
if England got to the final, would you support us?
Yeah, but I do support Arsenal when Harry Kane's playing, so no.
Also, I
Listen,
don't
but-
think my mum would let you.
I'll definitely be watching in Cuba tomorrow because thank goodness they are playing it during
Well,
the
there
middle of
you go.
Pride. So listen, it's been lovely to meet you, Shauna and Anna. Tell people if they want to get. I mean, if they want to get involved with Wintersons,
Yes.
they're not just theatrical. They're an agency, are they? An entertainment agency.
Talent agency, essentially. Entertainment, we do all sectors. And you can find me on Twitter. I'm Shawnee K.
Shawnee K.
I'm Shawnee K. But just search Nikki Winterson on Google. Our website will come up. We have Twitter, Facebook,
And you
everything.
want diverse people, particularly gay women in the arts.
Go
If
for
you've
it.
got a talent, they want to hear about it.
Exactly.
I mean, go for it. Why not?
Let's do
Talk
some
to
work.
Shawnee
Let's work
K.
together.
Absolutely. Listen, thank you so much, Shauna,
Thanks
for
for
coming
having
in.
us.
It's been brilliant to meet you and Anna. Sorry about the football, but
okay.
have a wonderful Pride, and
I
thank you
will.
so much for coming in. I think we're going to have a bit of Believe and Share now here on BBC Radio London.